Good evening, everybody. It is time for the Showdown. Oh God, that was reverbing on my phone. Oh, fun. That was fun. How's it going, everybody? Dishnet 34 here, welcoming you to tonight's episode of the This Week in Perfect Team Weekly Showdown. What a night it is for a showdown tonight. We have a brand new format to the weekly showdown this week for y'all's entertainment, I should say. This is a Gold Hardware Heroes tournament. And it was about 2 days ago where I realized that, oh boy, the rosters are going to be, shall we say, interesting. And we'll get to that in just a little bit. Now, couple of housekeeping notes I want to make sure everybody knows about before we get started tonight. First things first, it regards our favorite subject of all time, drops. Now, as Chris mentioned last night on the This Week in Perfect Team show, we would be implementing a new drop system. Well, this morning or this afternoon, based on some testing that the team had done this morning during the implementation phase, and because of what I'm reading the statement from Chris that was posted on Discord here. Based on some inconsistencies in the information provided from Twitch, we have decided to postpone the rollout of the new drop system. So for now, we will still have the drops that everybody knows and loves, the automatic drops that go straight into your Perfect Team account when they come in. That's been in place for a while now, and there will be updates when we have ironed out all the details and are ready to roll out the new drops program. So basically, nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. We are still doing what we have been for the last few months, so everything is fine for right now. Yeah, Twitch was inconsistent? Inconceivable! I know. All right, so that's one thing to get out of the way. The other thing to get out of the way here is our favorite game of all time. It is Wheel of Formats. Oh man, the Wheel of Formats. It brought us Gold Hardware Heroes last week for this week's tournament. Let's see what it will bring for next week's tournament, shall we? Let's spin the wheel. Let's see, Wheel of Formats. Spin, spin, spin. Show us the format next week's winners are going to be competing in. Oh, don't go there again. We're going to have to re-roll that because that was this week's tournament. Re-roll. Come on, baby. Let's get something going here. All right. And it's going to be no. We're not doing this again. We are not doing this again, Wheel. I know you. I know you, Wheel. We are not doing this again. So help me God. And it's going to be a all gold open gold tournament. Open gold tournament for next week's This Week in Perfect Team Weekly Showdown. All right, that's an interesting format right there. All right. Obviously, the wheel wanted gold. Well, it got gold one way or another, so there we go. So the Wheel of Formats has chosen open gold for next week's tournament. So this means it will be wide open for next week. All right, let's go to the game screen and let's get to the business of tonight's tournament. So we have a Gold and Hardware Heroes tournament, which means that only cards rated gold or lower are allowed on the active roster, and only those in the Hardware Heroes collection may be used. So, Tonight's winners. First place is getting a really, really good SE card, and it's Mike Cuellar from the Baltimore Orioles. Second place is getting Solly Hoffman from the 1910 Chicago Cubs. Third and fourth are getting Al Bridwell from the 1909 New York Giants. And fifth through eighth place is getting closer Johnny Murphy from the New York Yankees. So that's going to be a fun. Those are some fun prizes right there. All right. All right, it's time for the roll call, everybody. Let's see who the 128 teams who are going to be competing for Mike Cuellar tonight are. We have the Sudbury Defenders taking on the Naperville Retrievers, the Amherst Saxons taking on the Dade City Kumquats, the San Dimas Time Travelers taking on the Gensokyo Yokai, the Killeen Railcats and the Perfectly Cromulents, the Castleberry Storm taking on the St. Bobbiesburg Brocs, the Ackworth Engineers taking on the Kagara Kings, the New Zealand Breaks taking on the Tri-City Atoms, the Cleveland Blue Raiders will take on the Charlotte Communists, the Austin Soul will take on the Melmond Lieges, whatever. The Manchester Camels will take on the Muskoka Lake Monsters. The Toronto Teetotalers will take on the Los Altos Undertakers. The Gouverneur Destroyers will take on the NJ Gong Show Flyers. The Lincoln Imps will take on the Spooner Rails. The Topanga Wild Stars will take on the Crossville White Knights. The Durham Los Toros will take on the Ottawa Hammerheads. The Palatine Plutos will take on the Mackenzie Eagles. The Flint Tropics will take on the Pork Chop Express. The Richmond Hill Observers will take on the Potato 2001. New York Smokies will take on the Hudson Railers. The Brantford Bears will take on the State College Spikes. The Charleston Thunder will take on the Charlevoix Mad Cats. The Emmets Maulers will take on the Silicon Valley Outlaws. The Osbury Springboks will face the Trenton Christians. The San Juan Gallisticos will take on They will take on the Bloomington Sluggers. The Delco Hoagie Mouths will take on the Long Island Moonshots. The Wickwood Wolverines will face the Shadow Mountain Matadors. The Texas Trojans will take on the Blue Lightning. The Mississauga Rush will take on the Kitchen Water Synergizers. The Albany Senators will take on the Minneapolis Millers. The LaSalle Peru Black Widows will take on the North York Gridlock. The Sacramento Spiders will take on the 90s Expansions. The PGH Beaches will take on Bandbox TNT. The Adidas Nylon Pants will take on the Greenwich Time Lords. The Botafogo Sao Paulo will take on the Roman Snails. The Markham Baseball Club will take on the Edgewood Roaring Beaches. The Sobo Merchants will take on the Banana Bat Bebop. Love that name. The Nisku Derricks will take on the Airlog Muscle Guts. The Roplas Bulls will take on the Dewey Decimals. The Peninsula Whips will take on the Culver City Dust Mops. The Green Lake Fish and Chips will face the Tatooine Thermal Detonators. The San Francisco 40 Miners will take on the Prestige Worldwide. The Yukon Silvers will take on the Springfield Round Trippers. The Dorset Devil Dogs will face the North Panhandle Golden Bears. The Lafayette Crawfish will take on the Tacoma Aroma. The Bayside Burritos will take on the East Shire Hobbits. The California Halos will face the Swindon Squirrels. The HB Angels will take on the Chicago Go Cubs Go. The Mighty Mallrats will take on the Denton Doom Pincers. The North York Yeti will face the Richmond Rippers. The Stormfather Windrunners will take on the Murray Punishers. The Essex Rainbow Bagels will take on the Richmond Rhinos 2. Frisco Rough Riders will take on the Hasselberry Hounds. The Medina Maulers will take on the Dresden Fuegos. The Narsh Moogles will take on the Veal Vigilantes. The 2001 and Ohio Odyssey will face the Bees Go Buzz Buzz Buzz. Will face off with the Southington Gala. The Cleveland Trolleys will face the Redeemed Hawks. The North Forest Moose will take on your hometown, Las Vegas Gamblers. The Fullerton Whalers will take on the Suburbia Squalor. The Fabic Narwhals will take on the Las Vegas White Tigers. The Brattleboro Peace will take on the South Park Cows. The Utica Blue Sox will take on the Portland Wild. The Southern California Trojans will take on the Jefferson City Capitals. And finally, the Sundown Sloths will take on Ice Teas 22. Those are your 128 teams who will be competing for tonight's grand prize of Mike Cuellar. Now, I noticed going through the list there that there are a lot of TBDs in the starting pitching slots. If you are one of those teams, if you were looking through the list that have a TBD as your starting pitcher, make sure your roster is good to go for tonight. You guys got about 4.5 minutes to get that to get those rosters set up, because I don't want teams eliminated by not having a correct roster. So get your rosters set up, get it good, get it to go, all that good stuff. Yeah, TF. That was one of the limitations of this tourney. That there's literally one gold hardware hero reliever. There's technically 2 gold and below relievers, and the other one is Bobby Shantz, which we're probably going to hear a lot about tonight. But mainly your relievers are mainly going to be starting pitchers tonight. So things are going to get interesting tonight. That is for darn sure. So here is the roster that we're going with tonight. So I have Mike Cuellar, John Denny, Bob Friend, Roy Halladay, and Mike Hampton in my rotation. Oh yeah, Joe Beggs. Hey, I have that dude, Joe Beggs. Pat Hentgen, Willie Hernandez, Oral Hershiser, Mike Marshall, Jack McDowell, Bobby Shantz, and Madison Bumgarner in my bullpen. Catching, I have Bob Boone and Mike Lavalier. First base, I have Don Mattingly. I have Jose Altuve and Steve Sachs as second base. Might not be the best choice defensively, but so here we are. Let's see. I got Wade Boggs, the Gold Wade Boggs at third base. I got Mark Belanger and Ozzie Smith at shorts. Ozzie Smith, the starter, obviously. Darren Erstad in left field. Paul Blair and Kenny Lofton in center field. And Tony Gwynn in right with Pete Rose as my DH tonight. Yeah, 16 total gold hardware heroes starting pitchers. So got 5 plus maybe another 4 or 5 in the bullpen depending on who you have. So you're pretty much using a lot of the ones that are there. So yeah, it was a weird tournament, and to be fair, I was the one that put the tournament on the wheel in the first place, and honestly, I probably should have done a little more research on it. But here we are. Let chaos reign. So that's probably why you're seeing a lot of the starting pitchers right now that are in this category going for more than 25 grand on the auction house. So here we are. So I'm going to be facing North Forest Moose in this one. Oh, don't blame me for that much, Cos. Come on now. So he's got pretty much a similar roster. He's got Jim Lonborg in the bullpen, which that's an interesting one. As well as Hank Wise. Couple of interesting choices here. He's got Sherm Lawler as another catcher. He's got Derek Lee at first. Aaron Hill at second is an interesting choice. Very good defensive choice, too. I wish I had him, honestly. Let's see. He's got Robin Ventura as a third baseman. He's got Gold Omar at short. That's an interesting one. Kurt Flood in center field as well. So there's quite a few differences on this team. So, yeah, a lot of stuff, a lot of good rosters out there. There's only a few ways you could really go with the rosters, honestly. But I think this will be an interesting tournament because there's not really a meta for this. Introducing a new format like this, there's not a meta for it. So everybody really has a chance here, to be honest. And I feel great about my team in this tourney, says Meta Durden. Granted, I also felt good about the monthly gold cap, and I bubbled out there, so. Yeah, TF, I usually, 12 pitchers total. That can happen, especially in a new format such as this. But that just means, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. So we are getting ready to get going for the first sim of the night. We are simulating as we speak. Good luck to everybody tonight. Hopefully, I can make it past the first round for the first time this calendar year. Because last 2 weeks, I've been eliminated in the first round. I don't like that. I don't like getting eliminated in the first round because then I have to fill an hour with stuff. So I don't want to have that happen tonight. So good luck to everybody in the tournament tonight. I wish you all the best of luck. All that good stuff. Hill is the only good defender with a decent bat. Yeah, that makes sense. Wish he was on the auction house though, not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm gonna see if he's even on here. Yeah, I'm running into a lot of Phillies, which that makes sense. Yeah, I'm not seeing him, so yeehaw. Gonna see a lot of Utley Dozier platoons at second base. That'd be interesting. That'd be interesting to see. I went with Jose Altuve, which probably was my first mistake at second base, especially because his defense is bad. I mean, 58 range, 60 error, 50 arm, and 63 double play ain't really gonna do it, but I didn't have a whole lot of second basemen as it was. I mean, I had Larry Doyle, Jose Altuve, Chase Utley, and Brian Dozier. I mean, I could definitely put Utley and Dozier on my reserve roster at the very least, just to see what happens. But yeah, it should be interesting. Yeah, okay. I can kind of see why that kind of a platoon would be interesting. Okay. All right. Yeah, just the cheapest two. That's fair. That's also fair. Well, Slang, the only free agency news or any MLB news I've heard today is, well, A, that Corey Kluber is signing with the Yankees, and B, that in arbitration, Jeff Passan settled with a sandwich for $650. So that's about the extent of MLB news I've heard today. So, we're still waiting on the first sim to come through here. Oh yeah, that's right. DJ to the Yanks for 6.90. That's true. Boy, that's something. I know they wanted to bring him back, so. Yeah, and honestly, that is kind of cheap for LeMahieu, not gonna lie. But we'll see it when that deal gets announced and all that. Looking forward to seeing what goes on with that. All right. Yeah, finding bullpen pieces here was an interesting exercise. It wanted to put Madison Bumgarner as my closer, and I was like, no, Willie Hernandez should be my closer. And the first sim is coming in. First sim is coming in hot. So hopefully some good things happen and that I'm not eliminated in the first round. Because I don't want to feel the sadness of losing in the first round again. Now, I know there are 64 teams that lose in the first round, and I'm just usually one of them. Hopefully I'm not tonight. Oh, man. All right. Just waiting for this to come back in, and then we will get going on this. Oh, come on. Load faster. Yeah, it usually happens. 64 teams get eliminated in the first round in 128 team tourneys. That's reality of life. So let's get this highlights loaded. We'll go ahead and get started with tonight's first team, first round. All right, here we go. We pick it up in the top of the first inning. North Forest has Ozzie Smith on first with nobody out, facing Bob Friend for the Gamblers. A 1-2 count, one on, nobody out, the 1-2 pitch. And that one is driven into right field, and that one's going to go down and off the wall and into the corner. Smith rounding third. He's going to come around and score. Here comes Rose for third, and he will have an RBI triple, and just like that, two batters into the game, the North Forest Moose are up 1-0. And North Forest gets another run in the inning. So it's 2-0 as we head to the bottom of the first. Don Mattingly with two outs and nobody on. The first pitch from John Denny, and that one is driven way back into right field. Ball go far for Don Mattingly. And the Gamblers cut the deficit in half. 2-1 the score. But we head to the top of the fourth. Paul Blair at the plate for the Moose. Aaron Hill on first, one out. The pitch from Friend, and that one is blasted into center field. And that one's going to go. Paul Blair with a two-run shot, and it's 4-1 Moose. Not like where this is going, folks. So we head to the bottom of the fourth now. Don Mattingly already has a homer in this one. He has Gwynn on first with nobody out, and a 1-1 count from Denny coming. The pitch. That one's grounded to the mound, to short for one, relay in time for the double play. Head to the bottom of the fifth is now 6-3. The Gamblers have scored two in this inning already. Tony Gwynn at the plate with Bob Boone on second, two outs. Here's the 2-0. That one's lined into right center field, and that one's down. It'll go off the wall. Boone will score easily, and Tony Gwynn's going to have an RBI double. Is 6-4. So now we're in the top of the seventh, and oh my goodness, Gamblers are in trouble here. Bases loaded, two outs for Tony Gwynn. Facing Jack McDowell, the first pitch into center field, and a diving play made by Paul Blair. Huge out to keep the bases loaded, and nobody scores. 6-4 as we head to the top of the eighth now. Bob Boone at the plate, and a 0-1 count coming from McDowell. And that one is in the left field for a base hit. A one-out single for the Moose catcher. Now Ozzie Smith on third with two outs. So Boone somehow got out. Smith gets a trip. Gets on third somehow, and now Rose at the plate. 2-2 count coming from McDowell. Swing and a miss. It gets away from the catcher, and Smith will score as Rose is safe at first. Actually, that was a passed ball that was a swing and a miss, and Rose beats out, so it's 7-4. Oh my goodness. And I'll bring Darren Erstad to the plate. 2-2. Ground ball to first. Mattingly. Oh my God, he's right there, but he can't make the toss. He doesn't step on the bag. And it's an infield single for Darren Erstad. He couldn't find the ball. And when he did, he couldn't get it to first in time. So we head to the top of the ninth now. Is 7-4. 1-1 count on Paul Blair from Willie Hernandez. Into center field and a base hit. So now bring up Tony Gwynn. 2-1 count, 1 on, 1 out. Pitch from Hernandez, and that one's lined into right field, and that's going to be a base hit. Going first to third is going to be Blair, just ahead of the throw from Gwynn. So we head to the bottom of the ninth. It is 8-4. So North Forest got a run in the top of the ninth. Wade Boggs at the plate facing Justin Verlander. The count 3-1 with 2 on and 1 out, and he walked in ball 4. So the bases are loaded with 1 out for Bob Boone. An interesting opportunity here as Kenny Lofton will come in to pinch hit. And already Verlander has a 1-2 count on him. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And the Gamblers are down to their final out. Here's Ozzie Smith, the count 1-2. The pitch. Swing and a grounder to short. Toss to second for the force. And the North Forest Moose take round 1. Here in round 1. 8-4 the final score. And the Gamblers' streak of not making it out of the first round continues. Oh my God. Man. Again. My goodness. I mean, the Moose are good. They're good. They usually are. But man, that is what, 3 weeks in a row now? At least I got 9 hits, but and 4 runs, but still. Oh my goodness. Man, it's just, man, those crooked number innings, they always come back to haunt you. I mean, I knew when we gave up 2 runs in the first inning that I was going to lose. Oh, my goodness. Surprisingly, the Gold Hardware Heroes tourney was never seen on the wheel of formats again. Oh, man. This is a smart ploy. Lose 5 times in a row, and then when you win the whole tournament, it won't look rigged. Exactly. Oh, man. But, man, this is crazy. This is 3 weeks in a row now that I have lost in the first round. Zero Cat. Next week is going to be Open Gold. So, oh boy. Well, I guess while we're waiting, let's go ahead and we're going to go ahead and preview next week's tournaments. I'm going to go ahead and preview next week's card prize tournaments. Well, congratulations to Pump H, who just won the weekly bronze cap and 100 SE Lefty Grove. Congratulations to him. That's a neat accomplishment. So let's go ahead and take a look at next week's weekly tournaments, which have that card prizes as well. So we start with tomorrow's Saturday Iron Warriors tournament, which will have Jimmy Sheckard as the top prize in that one. Peak card from the Brooklyn Superbas. So that one's already filled up, ready to go for tomorrow. Second place will get Dave Concepcion from the Cincinnati Reds. Third and fourth will get Pete Vukovich from the St. Louis Cardinals. Fifth through eighth will get Francisco Barrios from the Chicago White Sox. Moving on to Monday's Super Non-Live Silver, Eparixi is going to be the big prize in that one. Second place will get Kevin Brown from the 1997 Florida Marlins. Third and fourth will get Ken Hill from the 1992 Montreal Expos. And fifth through eighth will get 1,000 perfect points. The weekly Golden Years tournament looks a little something like this. Giancarlo Stanton from the 2014 Miami Marlins is going to be the first place prize in that one. Second place will get third baseman Art Devlin from the 1905 New York Giants. Third and fourth getting 2 regular packs as well. The Tuesday Super Bronze looks like this. Dick Allen from the Philadelphia Phillies is going to be the big prize in that one. Second place will get second baseman Miller Huggins from the St. Louis Cardinals. Third and fourth, we'll get Darrell Porter from the 1973 Milwaukee Brewers. And fifth through eighth, we'll get Sean Berry from the 1998 Houston Astros. Moving on to Sporer's Sandlot on Tuesday. The big prize in that one is going to be Al Simmons from the 1931 Philadelphia Athletics. Second place will get Fred McGriff from the 1988 Toronto Blue Jays. Third and fourth will get 3 regular packs, and fifth through eighth will get 1 regular pack. Is 98 Rixie as good as the 99 Rixie was in PT20? I believe that is the case, Hero Driver. If I recall correctly. People can correct me if I'm wrong on that. The weekly dead ball tournament for this coming week, this coming Wednesday, we'll have Robert Person from the 2000 Philadelphia Phillies as the big prize in that one. Second place will get 2014 Wade Davis from the Kansas City Royals. Third and fourth will get 2 regular packs. The weekly Ultra Cap for Wednesday will have Noodles Hahn as the big prize in that one. Second place will get Joe Torre from the 1966 Atlanta Braves. Third and fourth will get Sean Marshall from the 2010 Chicago Cubs. And fifth through eighth will get Johnny Gomes from the 2005 Tampa Bay Devil Rays. Moving on to the Thursday Silver Snapshots. First place in this tournament will get Rocky Colavito from the Cleveland Indians. The second place finisher will get starting pitcher Kenny Rogers from the Texas Rangers. Third and fourth will get Bud Black from the Kansas City Royals, the 1985 edition. And the fifth through eighth place will get 2 regular packs. The Thursday Special Edition Diamond looks a little something like this for Thursday night. First place will get Kenny Lofton from the Cleveland Indians, while second place will get Cy Seymour from the 1903 Cincinnati Reds. Third and fourth will get 3 regular packs, and fifth through eighth will get 1 regular pack. The weekly bronze cap for next week looks a little something like this. First place will get center fielder Chet Lemon from the Detroit Tigers. Second place will get Buddy Bell from the Texas Rangers. Third and fourth will get Carlton Fisk from the 1975 Boston Red Sox. And fifth through eighth will get special edition center fielder Lorenzo Cain from the 2015 Kansas City Royals. That should be a fun tournament. And now, previewing next week's This Week in Perfect Team Weekly Showdown, which will be an open gold format. Looks a little something like this. Moise Alou will be the big prize in that one from the Montreal Expos. Second place will get our everybody's favorite tournament SE card, J.J. Hardy from the Baltimore Orioles. Third and fourth will get relief pitcher Larry Anderson from the Philadelphia Phillies. And fifth through eighth will get Vic Lombardi from the 1947 Brooklyn Dodgers. So a lot on the plate for next week. Let's see if there's any monthly tournaments that are coming up down the line here. Oh, not ones that give out a card, unfortunately. But, there is a tournament that is looking, I believe, are still looking for teams at this point. And it is the Heinsohn Super Cap 1777. They need 15 more teams to fill this one up. Schoolboy Row is the prize in this one. Second place, Tex Houston from the Boston Red Sox. Third and fourth, Epirixie from the Cincinnati Reds. And fifth through eighth gets Dave Concepcion from the Cincinnati Reds. I'm signing up for that one. That's for darn sure. So that needs only 14 more teams to fire. So if you're not in that one, go and fill that one up. Very, very, very good prizes in that one. So let's go back into the weekly showdown here. And we'll take a look and see where we are with the tournament. And maybe after Call Your Shot, maybe just for a little breather, I make a tournament roster for the Heinsohn. We'll see. Make your team and show me who to play. Well, if my track record in tournaments lately is any indication, you might not want to take my advice. Oh, round 4 is simming at the moment. Okay. So yeah, we're going to need to get Call Your Shot started here in just a little bit. In fact, let's go ahead. Show us so we can do the opposite. Exactly, Gabagoo. Exactly. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get Call Your Shot started tonight. So I have 27 packs to open up tonight. 25 regular packs, 1 diamond pack, and 1 historical pack tonight. So that's the arsenal for tonight. And if you don't know how this works already, I'll give you a quick refresher here. And just a quick refresher for everybody that has participated before. So I'm going to be putting a Google form in the chat here in just a little bit. You can fill it out with your perfect team username and which diamond or perfect card you think I'm going to pull out of those 27 packs tonight. And remember, I am guaranteed to pull 1 diamond tonight, so be aware of that. Now, if you call a live diamond correctly, you will win 15,000 perfect points. If you call a historical diamond, you will win 40,000 perfect points. If you call a live perfect, you will win 50,000 perfect points. And if you call a historical perfect tonight, you will win 100,000 perfect points. And do not just write down Willie Mays. Exactly, Lori. Exactly. Oh, man. Just remember, there is a card that's been pulled 2 weeks in a row. Oh, man. So get ready. So get ready for the thing to open up here. Get ready. Get set. Go. You'll have 2.5 minutes to fill out the form. 2.5 minutes. As we go ahead and go back to the game screen, and we will see who is in round number 3. And actually, I think the sim may have gone in. How many perfect points for historical perfects? 100,000. 100,000 tonight. So 2 minutes to go on the clock. Has the sim to get to round 4 happened yet? Okay, the round 4 sim is in. So we're going to go ahead and back you out and back in here. And we'll take a look and see who is in round 4. Lots of good calls coming down the pipe so far. Ooh, the 100 Jackie Robinson that released last night, that will be a fun one. That's going to be a fun one. That's for darn sure. What's the biggest win on Call Your Shot? Oh, man. I honestly don't remember. All right, we're down to about a minute left. Get your calls in while you still can. We are over 170 responses right now. Remember, only 1 call per person. 1 call per person. All right, we are down to the final 30 seconds. 30 seconds to go. Get your calls in. Get your calls in. Didn't someone hit live Freddie Freeman? Yeah, I think we did have a few Freddie Freemans actually. Yeah, that is correct, right, Bell? Yeah, live perfects have been called before. All right, we're down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we've got a few vibrations on the alarm to go through here. Last couple of them. Last call, and call your shot is closed. Call your shot is closed, and just in time to find out who made it to round 4 of the weekly showdown. Let's take a look. The Sudbury Defenders have moved on to round 4, and they'll be taking on the Las Vegas White Tigers. The Gouverneur Destroyers will face the Durham Los Toros. The Flint Tropics will take on the San Juan Gallisticos. The Delco Hoagie Mouths will take on the Albany Senators. The Edgewood Roaring Beaches will take on the Tatooine Thermal Detonators. The Dorset Devil Dogs will take on the Chicago Go Cubs Go. The Medina Maulers will take on Richmond Rhinos 2, and the San Dimas Time Travelers will take on the Charlotte Communists. Some good teams in the final 16. Whoever wins that round are guaranteed a card. So, lots of good stuff happening. All right, everybody. We got 27 packs to open up. Let's do it. Let's see if we can get some good pulls here tonight. And we start out with some Sad Fetty for Diego Castillo from the Tampa Bay Rays. 72 overall card there. And our obligatory bronze in this one's Albert Abreu from the New York Yankees. Keeping on going. And we get Trent Grisham from the San Diego Padres. Some more Sad Fetty coming down. So 2 Sad Fetty packs in a row. Then we got Yadiel Hernandez, Brian Abreu, and Domingo Santana as our bronzes in this pack. Next pack coming up, and we get a couple of bronzes in this one. It's Jeff Samarza from the San Francisco Giants and Nate Jones from the Cincinnati Reds. Next one. And we get some more Sad Fetty, this time for Ray Morgan from the 1916 Washington Senators. 74 overall card here. Might be a new silver, honestly. 55 contact, 41 power, 84 eye, and 49 defense on this one. As for bronzes, we get Stefan Crichton from the Arizona Diamondbacks and Edward Olivares from the Kansas City Royals. Let's move on. We got 23 more packs to go. Let's see what else we get. And we get a few bronzes in this one. We got Burgess Whitehead from the 1936 Giants. We also got Robinson Chirinos from the New York Mets, Zach Eflin from the Philadelphia Phillies, and Marwin Gonzalez from the Minnesota Twins. Next pack, we get some more Sad Fetty here, this time for Austin Barnes from the LA Dodgers. 71 overall card there. We also got Jacoby Jones from the Detroit Tigers and Yimi Garcia from the Miami Marlins. Next, please. And we get Mitch Moreland from the San Diego Padres and Cody Whitley from the St. Louis Cardinals as our bronzes in this pack, plus a few nondescript irons. Next one, please. And we get some more Sad Fetty. Man, we are getting all the silvers tonight. Hunter Renfroe from the Tampa Bay Rays headlining this pack, along with obligatory bronze Luis Garcia from the Washington Nationals. Also got Mike Munoz from the Colorado Rockies as a historical iron, as well as Chris Young from the 2015 Royals. Next pack. And we get just one obligatory bronze, and it is Matt Kemp from the Colorado Rockies. We are down to 18 packs to go. Let's keep going. Next pack, and we get some more Sad Fetty. Man, the confetti cannons are getting a workout tonight. Tom Daly from 1901. That's a new silver for me at the very least. 71 contact, 59 power, 57 eye, and 53 defense. Interesting selections there, honestly. We also got Felix Jose from the 1990 Oakland A's and Jarlin Garcia from the San Francisco Giants. There's bronzes in this pack. Let's keep going. We get, man, What is with all the silver tonight? We get Garrett Richards from the San Diego Padres. We also got Kurt Young from the Oakland A's 1986 season as our obligatory bronze in this pack. Next one, please. Hey, there's some gold. Live gold, but gold nonetheless, and it's Marcus Semien from the Oakland A's, 82 overall card there. And we got a couple of bronzes as well, and Anthony Santander and Shogo Akiyama. All right, we are down to about 15 packs to go. Let's keep going. And we get one obligatory bronze, and it is David Weathers from the 2000 Milwaukee Brewers. Not a whole lot to talk about in that pack. Let's keep going. And we get a couple of bronzes in this one. Tyler Anderson and Pablo Sandoval, both from the San Francisco Giants. All right, we're down to about 13 packs to go. And some more bronzes coming down the pipe. We got Kip Gross from the 1993 LA Dodgers. Chris Hammond, that's a new bronze from the 2003 New York Yankees. 50 stuff, 69 movement, nice. 87 control, and 16 stamina. And we also got Brett Phillips, everybody's favorite OOTP personality, Brett Phillips from the Tampa Bay Rays. Next one, please. And we got some more bronze here. We got Carlos Santana, AJ Puck, and Lance McCullers from 1986 San Diego Padres. 11 packs to go. Let's see what we get here. And we get some gold action, some historical gold action. Thank goodness. We get Max Carey from the 1918 Pittsburgh Pirates. 58 contact, 77 power, 67 eye, and 70 defense on that one. We also have a few bronzes here. Tarek Skubal, Fred Bachewski, and Kyle Crockett in this one. Down to the last 10 packs. Let's get some good vibes in here. Oh, baby. Where's Yuka? Where's Yuka? We just pulled 2007 Mike Lowell from the Boston Red Sox. Somebody hit the horn in the chat. Heck, I'll hit the horn in the chat. 77 overall, Mike Lowell. There it is. I finally got him. 73 contact, 67 power, 49 eye, and 59 defense. Oh, man. I also got Craig Biggio as a obligatory bronze in this one. Man, why is Yuka streaming right now? I mean, good on her. She's streaming. That's good. But, man, she's missing out. I got Mike Lowell. I got Mike Lowell. There you are. It happened. It happened, Yuka. It happened. The Mike Lowell box can finally be checked. Oh, man. How much does it go for? 540? That's cool. That's cool. Finally got him. Next pack, please. And we get a few bronzes in this one. Martin Maldonado, Kyle Wright, and Darren Ruff. Oh, man. Yeah, I just wanted you to see that there, Yuka. He has graced me with his presence. Amen. All right, we got Josh Harrison from the Washington Nationals, 62 overall card there. As our obligatory bronze. You're down to about 7 packs left. Let's keep on keeping on, and we get some more Sad Fetty. How many silvers is this now that I have pulled? How many has it right now? How many silvers have I pulled tonight? Goodness gracious. 70 overall, Manny Margot from the Tampa Bay Rays. And we get a couple of bronzes in this one. Chris Davis from the 2013 Milwaukee Brewers, and Anthony DeSclafani from the Cincinnati Reds. So let's keep on going. Next week's Twip Showdown has officially changed to open silver. Oh, just because I pulled my... That's a good one, right, Bill? That's a good one. What stat guarantees hitting 247 each season? Probably 47 contact. Heck, 247 contact. Let's go with that. All right, we got Joe Ross in this pack as our obligatory bronze. So we're down to 5 packs left. Let's get some good stuff here, shall we? And we get some gold in this one. We get Cody Hoyer from the Chicago White Sox, 80 overall card there. And we also get a couple of bronzes in Matt McGill and Jonah Heim. Matt, hey Matt, blink twice if you're okay, but just with that smile there, it's kind of creeping me out there a little bit. Next one, please. And we get some more gold. We get Marcus Stroman from the New York Mets, 80 overall card there. And we get some more silver action for Richie Scheinblum from the 1972 Kansas City Royals, 74 overall card there. And we got a couple of bronzes in Michael Feliz and Elvis Andrus. All right, next pack. We get 3 more. Last standard pack here and some more gold. This time for Brandon Woodruff from the Milwaukee Brewers, 88 overall card there. And we get some live bronze action with Gregory Polanco, Anthony DeSclafani, and Logan Webb. Scheinblum has value? All right, that's pretty cool. I'll have to look that up then in the near future. All right, diamond pack. Let's see what we get out of this. And we get a Aroldis Chapman from the New York Yankees. 96 overall, Aroldis Chapman. All right, let's see if we got any winners tonight for Mr. Chapman. All right, we have Panic Bomb 22. Panic Bomb 22 is a winner tonight. Baseball 2020 is a winner tonight. Baseball 2020. We have Devin 64 as a winner tonight. We got Big Red 61 as a winner tonight. Redlegs fan as a winner. Bonesaw 0413 as a winner. Slinky T. Oh, nope, Slinky called the wrong Chapman. He just said that in the chat. I almost got fooled. You're not going to fool me next time. And Scannon 755 is a winner tonight. Congratulations to those winners. I believe that was 6 winners tonight for Aroldis Chapman. Congratulations to you guys on winning tonight. I also get Bob Schawke from the 1922 New York Yankees. 79 overall card there. That is part of the 27 Yankees collection. So that is, that's an interesting one. All right, I'll get you, I'll get those usernames who won off to the powers that be after the stream, and you'll get your perfect points either tonight or sometime tomorrow. All right, one more pack to go, and it's a historical pack. Let's see, can we pull a historical perfect tonight? That'd be great. Well, that's not going to happen. That's for darn sure. But we finish it with a historical silver. But we also got a historical gold in here as well. Rex Barney from the 1948 Brooklyn Dodgers. 80 overall card there. And we got Amby McConnell from the 1908 Boston Red Sox. 65 contact, 65 power, 54 eye, and 22 defense on this new silver card. And look at this. Look at this. We got the new Bo Jackson. The new Bo Jackson that was released just last night on This Week in Perfect Team. 55 contact, 98 power, 36 eye, and some garbage 41 defense. Oh, man. And we also got Gabe Kapler from the 2008 Milwaukee Brewers, Joe Adcock from the 1957 Milwaukee Braves, and Bobby Bolin from the 1962, I believe, San Francisco Giants. Congratulations to those who called Aroldis Chapman tonight, though. You guys are going to be leaving here with 15,000 perfect points. That is awesome. Alrighty. So, let's go ahead, and I believe we're at the point where we're in round 5. Or at least we should be in round 5. Card doesn't do Bo Jackson justice? Oh, man. Every Bo Jackson card that has ever been released since last year, everybody's been complaining about it. And yet, that was how he was. I mean, dude struck out a lot. I mean, he only hit .250 for his career. Only had 2 seasons and maybe 3 seasons where he hit over .250. 3 seasons where he hit over .250. I mean, he led the league in strikeouts in 1989, and that was his all-star season. And that's the card that was based on. That's the season that was based on. Even then, he only hit .256 with a .310 on base, so he barely got on base. He only walked 39 times. Hit 32 homers, so there's the 98 power. But the eye with the walks and the void Ks with the strikeouts, yeah, that was Bo. That was Bo Jackson. So honestly, if about the defense, he was a career negative defender. Honestly, I'm looking at his BREF page right here. Even in his 1989 season, his all-star season, he was worth -1 D-WAR. Like, his defense was not good. That's about all I can say, really. And his O-WAR really was the only thing that made him have 2.7 WAR for the year. So yeah, the card kind of sort of does Bo justice. All right, let's see. We got round 5 in. Let's see who our quarter finalists are that are guaranteed, at the very least, a silver Vic Lombardi. We have the Gouverneur Destroyers facing the San Dimas Time Travelers in the quarterfinals. We have the Flint Tropics and the Delco Hoagie Mouths. The Dorset Devil Dogs and the Tatooine Thermal Detonators and the Medina Maulers versus the Las Vegas White Tigers. So those are the final 8 teams left in tonight's tournament. Oh, baby. So we got plenty of time until the semifinals are in. I believe we got about 15 minutes until the finals start. So while we're waiting for stuff to load up, let's talk about how that Bo Jackson card still is a reflective card of his career. I'm just kidding. We're going to go ahead and we're going to make a quick pit stop over at the Heinsohn tournament. I'm going to set up a roster for this. Because I need to set up a roster for this. Because I want to have a chance at one of those doggone cards. So it's a Diamond 1777 cap. Anyone else having trouble logging into OTP? I'm already logged in, so I'm not having any trouble. But I don't know if anybody else is having any trouble on that. Hope you get that figured out, JPack. Yeah, it takes a while for this to load. I'm seriously going to need to invest some resources in getting a PC or something. I don't know. Like, I don't even know where in my room I would put one. We'll go to the title screen while we wait for that to load. Rob Russell's an awesome diamond cap card. Decent pitcher who can hit. I wish I had him. Wish I had him. Feel like I should Rybell. I feel like I should have joined this turn just so me and the Tatooine thermal detonators could have the Star Wars reference rivalry game. Which one? What's your team name again, Rybell? I'm not thinking of it off the top of my head. Yeah, and there's a year restriction as well. Okay, yeah, that's right, Tom. That is right. Goodness gracious, this is slow. Ah, the Illyria Rebellion. Oh, that's a Star Wars reference. Okay. Honestly, never knew that. And again, I've barely ever watched Star Wars. So forgive me, I guess. Alright, this thing is almost loaded. We're getting there. Yeah, 61. Yeah, 1961 to 1979 restriction on this. So, some interesting ways you could go about this roster construction. So, here's what the team looks like right off the bat. So, I have Vida Blue, Mike Cuellar, Mark Fidrich, Tommy John, and Claude Osteen as my rotation here for this Heinsohn. I have Gene Garber, Mike Garman, Randy Jones, Johnny Klipstein, Mike McQueen, Jim Nelson, and Raleigh Fingers in the pen. I have Jerry May and Steve Yeager as my catchers. I have Pete Rose at first, Chuck Cotier at second, Bob Aspromonte and Brooks Robinson as third baseman. Got Don Kessinger and S.E. Maury Wills at short. I got Bill Buckner in left, Paul Blair and Del Unser in center, Al Kaline and Tony Oliva in right. Better catchers? So like Jake Gibbs then? So like a Jake Gibbs, I guess, instead of Jerry May. I could go with that. Oh crap. Well, so much for that. Now, so much for that. I did want to start over with this roster anyway, so might as well blow it up. So, starting pitchers. Definitely want Cuellar. Definitely want Cuellar on the roster. I might want to try Ron Reed today. Thinking about trying Ron Reed. That could be an interesting card. I mean, it's worth a shot. See, let's get Vida in there. Ooh, do I even try Frank Tanant? Ooh, Tommy John. Yeah, Tommy John definitely needs to get in there. Yeah, probably do want Osteen. Where am I at now? Am I at 5? I'm at 5. So there we go. Let's see. I do want at least one good person in my pen, and that guy is probably going to be, probably Raleigh, maybe. I probably want a ground baller, so Tiefenauer? Tiefenauer would be an interesting choice. You know what? Let's get weird. Bobby Tiefenauer. And then just go ham on iron relievers. Let's get at least Jim Nelson. Let's see. Not a whole lot of options here. Sell those dupes. I know. I just haven't had time to do it. Tex Clevenger, why not? I mean, I need movement, but I also need control. So Mike McQueen, get in here. 2, 3, 4. Oh, where else are we here? Oh, yeah, Mike Garman. Mike Garman might help. Yeah. So that's 5. Garber will make 6. And let's see. Chuck Hartenstein. Let's get weird. Yeah, let's try that. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so that's what I'm going to go with. Might not work. Probably won't work, but, why not? Okay, so when you guys talk about better catches, like, who are we talking about here? Like, yeah, I definitely need to, like, do some auctioning in a while. Elston Howard, so put a diamond at catcher? I usually don't put a diamond at catcher, to be honest with you. Maybe Manny Sanguian? I mean, I definitely want a shot at actually winning today. So let's just do that. Then we'll put Pete Rose at first, because I definitely need him on the roster. Let's see. What about shortstop? What can I do here? Not a whole lot I could actually go with. Maybe Mark Belanger then? I'm at 1474 on the cap right now. I'll get Yeager for defensive subs. That's a good idea. Definitely need a backup. Something Ashburn. Oh, don't get me started on frickin'. The good news is that I can't use Ashburn. Thank God. I do not want to use that scrub. All right, so shortstop. What do I want to do for shortstop here? Do I still go with Maury? Or do I go with the Concepcion? No, you went Amos Otis in center? Sure, why not? Amos Otis, why not? I do have Gold Ozzy, but as you can see, we're kind of limited here for era, because I can only use cards from 1961 to 1979. Oh, Willie Wilson. You know what? That's a good idea, actually. Boop, boop. Community, we love Ashburn. Dish, Ashburn is trash. I will die on that hill that Ashburn is trash. I know, JMO. I know. We're ribbing both ways here. Let's see. Second base, I'm probably just gonna try to punt here, actually. And that's why I usually went with Chuck Cotier, but I'm at 1533 on the cap right now, so want to just, you know what, maybe Bobby Richardson. Just for the heck of it. Oh, finals are out for Twipt? Awesome. We'll get to there in just a second. Let's see. You know what? Mark Belanger at short. Let's get that out of the way. So this will put me above 1600 at third here. Oh, boy. Screw it. Toby Harrah. Left field. Left field. You know what? Let's get weird. Let's... Eh. Oh, yeah, Harvey Keene. Yeah. And right field. Oh, I gotta go K-line here. Unless I want to do Rusty Staub. You know what? Al K-line. Okay, so let's load up on backups. Go with him. And just need a couple more outfielders. Yeah, Bill Russell, why not? And yeah, that's going to do it. I only have... Yeah. Alright, so let's get that set there. Get lineup set. And hope to God something good happens in this tournament. All right, let's go ahead and go back to the weekly showdown here. I know we took a little bit of a detour to do the Hindson, but hopefully some good stuff. So figure out who's in the finals. Did you see Rich's card binder? It was a mess. It probably still is, knowing him. But we'll see. All right, just waiting for this thing to load up, and we'll see where we're at. Now, last we knew, we were in the quarterfinals. I know we took a little bit to do a Hindson roster. So I think we're at the point where we're at the nearing the first sim of the first game of the finals. Any day now. All right, we are at the finals. And ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at who our finalists are. We have the San Diego Time Travelers in the finals with a 4-0 victory over the Flint Tropics, and the Medina Maulers absolutely mauling the Tatooine Thermal Detonators 19-2, thanks in part to an 11-run top of the ninth. Absolutely insane. So, here's our finals matchup. The Medina Maulers, who will be sending Justin Verlander to the mound in Game 1, facing John Denny of the St. Dimas Time Travelers in Game 1. That should be an interesting matchup. So if anybody is still in this tournament, let me know when the sim comes in, because I'd love to know. Don't look at my time travelers. The pitching is trash. Really? How trash is it? Let's take a look. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. I mean, you made it to the finals with it. Jake Arrieta, John Denny, Oral Hershiser, Jack McDowell, Justin Verlander. Very respectable rotation in this format. Okay. Vic Aldridge, not bad. I mean, not a bad bronze pitcher. Joe Beggs, not a bad reliever in this format. Bullet Joe, okay. Randy Jones, okay, that's a pretty interesting card there. Mike Marshall, solid. Bobby Shantz, solid. Hank Wise, solid. Willie Hernandez, super solid. Especially for the format that this is. Oh, it's Demas. Sorry about that. Hey, use what you have. That's the beauty of these kind of tournaments, these new tournaments. Let's see, Michael Barrett, Jody Davis behind the plate, Don Mattingly at first, Jose Altuve and Bobby Richardson at second, Eric Chavez at third, Ozzie and Omar at short, Erstad in left, Flood and Lofton in center, Gwynn and Warner in right. Okay. So not a terrible roster. I mean, you made it this far. Yeah, David, let me know when the first sim comes in, so I can get this quickly, The Tatooine Thermal Detonators only had 2 gold cards playing and just 9 pitchers. How did they get that far? RNG. RNG. that's probably the best. That's probably the best case I can make. RNG. And it's the same RNG that knocked me out in the first round. Because of the genius manager. RNG is way more depressing an answer than the power of friendship. The power of friendship is powerful too. I'm not going to deny that. I'm not going to deny that for a second. Because of the genius manager. We played as a team. Jimmy Springs saying we played as a team. Yeah, and playing as a team, it's going to get you good old Al Bridwell. from the 1909 New York Giants. So it's not a bad consolation prize. I'll give it that. All right, do we have a finals sim yet? Just waiting here. You know, who do you think is going to win this matchup here? Real quick, now that we're thinking about it. Type 1 in the chat if you think the Medina Maulers are going to win, and type 2 if you think San Dimas is going to take the title tonight. Lots of interesting roster construction here for the finals. Lots of gold on the Medina roster. Got Jake Arrieta, Mike Cuellar, Roy Halladay, Tim Leary, Justin Verlander in the rotation. Pat Henkin, Willie Hernandez, Oral Hershiser, Frank Larry, Jim Lonborg, Mike Marshall, Denny McClain, Blake Snell. Some interesting stuff here. He's even got Evan Longoria at third. Mike Greenwell, we haven't heard Mike Greenwell's name tonight. Earl Averill, Sixto Lezcano, Bobby Bonds, Brandon Crawford. Oh, David, you never know. You never know. All right, let's go back to the tile screen. We'll back out and back in and see if we have a sim. Should have one. So it should be an interesting matchup. I think San Dimas could pull off an upset here. I really do. If they got this far with that team, I think they deserve a chance to win. That's just me, but I don't want to be too biased here. I think there's upset potential. Yep. Meanwhile, Big Red in the chat, he just finished off 4 bronze missions in the last 5 minutes. Congratulations to him. That's pretty good stuff. Yep, and thanks to those reasonable folks who listed L7 or lower. Yeah, I'm not a fan of those auction house entries for a 65 card that want 5,000 perfect points. I totally get that. All right, just waiting for the sim to come on in. Load faster, please. All right, we have a sim. We have game 1 in. Let's take a look at the highlight reel and see who took game number 1. Highlights are loading as we speak. Can Medina pull off the win here in game 1? Or will San Dimas pull off the upset? Let's find out. We pick it up top of the first. San Dimas' John Denny on the mound, facing Larry Doyle leading off for the Maulers. Doyle looking like a really good hitting card in this one. Has 84 contact, 96 power against right-handers. And he shows off a little bit of power here, but not enough, as Gwynn makes the play for out number 1. We'll pick it up. Bottom 1. Darren Erstad at the plate for San Dimas. Runner on second is Mattingly with 2 outs. Verlander has a 2-2 count on Erstad. Here's the pitch. And that one is lined into left field down the line. Off the wall. Here comes Mattingly for the plate. He will score easily, and it's going to be an RBI double for Darren Erstad, and San Dimas draws first blood here in Game 1. It's 1-0. Pick it up, top 5, still 1-0. John Denny has held the Maulers to no runs so far. Brandon Crawford at the plate. Count 1-0, the pitch from Denny, and that one is driven way back into right field. Ball go far for Brandon Crawford. Brandon Crawford with a big fly, 362 feet. And we are tied at 1. Pick it up, bottom 5. Runner on first is Barrett. With 2 outs, Tony Gwynn at the plate facing Verlander. Here's the pitch from the Medina right-hander, and that one is grounded to second, and it gets past him for a base hit. Rounding second, heading for third is Barrett, and he's going to be in there ahead of the throw from Gwynn. So runners on the corners now with 2 outs for Paul Wanner. Count 0-1. The pickoff attempt to first, nothing there. And another pickoff attempt, still nothing. And the count now 1-2 on Wanner. The pitch. Swinging a ground ball, right back to the mound. Verlander, the toss to first is not in time. An infield single for Paul Wanner. And San Dimas retakes the lead. It's 2-1. And that's the score as we head to the top of the 8th. Mike Marshall looking to keep this a 2-1 game. Torrey Hunter will lead things off here in the top of the 8th. Here's the pitch to Hunter, and that one's grounded to short. Hopping on it is Smith, the throw to first, 1 gone. So that'll bring Sherm Lawler, the catcher, to the plate. Count 1-2, the pitch coming from Marshall. Swinging a line drive into right field, and that one's going to fall in for a 2-out single. See if the Maulers can get a 2-out rally going here. Larry Doyle coming to the plate. Lawler now on second, the 1-1 pitch. That one's lined into left field, and that one's going to be a base hit. And that might tie the game, and it will. It'll be an RBI double for Larry Doyle. 2-2 the score. And I'll bring Mike Greenwell to the plate. Count 1-1, the pitch from Marshall, and that one's flown into right. Going to be playable for Gwynn. He makes the play, and the side is retired, but the Maulers have tied the game at 2. As we move ahead to the bottom of the 8th. Oral Hershiser now on the mound for the Maulers. Paul Wanner at the plate. Count 3-1. The pitch to the San Dimas DH, and he walks in ball 4. So a leadoff walk from the Medina right-hander. And that brings Don Mattingly to the plate. Count 1-0. Wanner on first. The pitch. Ground ball. Right to first. To short for 1. The relay in time for the double play. 2 gone now for Darren Erstad, and a 1-2 count from Hershiser. The pitch. Got him looking, strike 3. And that'll retire the side. Head to the top of the 9th, Derek Lee will lead off for the Maulers, facing Willie Hernandez. Lefty facing righty. Here's the pitch. And that one is into center field for a base hit. A clean single for D. Lee to lead off the 9th. And now Bonds is on first. Lee on second with nobody out for Sixto Lezcano. Facing Hernandez. First pitch coming from the left-hander, and that one is blasted into right field, and that one's down, it'll go off the wall. Lee will score easily. Here comes Bonds for third. He'll stop there, and it's an RBI double for Sixto Lezcano. Medina takes their first lead of the game. It is 3-2. And the inning continues for Evan Longoria. First pitch from Hernandez, and that one's grounded. Base hit down the third base line. Bonds will score. Lezcano will score. It's a 2-run double for Evan Longoria. And the Maulers are pulling away. It's 5-2. with nobody out here in the ninth. So bottom 9, 2 outs. Eric Chavez at the plate. A full count coming from Snell. Swung on and lined into left field for a base hit. That one will go off the wall. Chavez is going to pull into second with a 2-out double. Could be too little too late, but crazier things have happened. Bobby Richardson now at the plate. Count 1-0. The pitch coming from Snell. Ground ball to third. Longoria throws in time. And the Medina Maulers take game 1 by a final of 5-2 and lead the series 1-0. So a clean victory for Medina. Comeback victory, all things considered. Medina pouring it on in the 8th and 9th. 4 runs between the 2 innings. The big one being the 2-run double from Evan Longoria. Verlander going 6, striking out 3 for Medina. John Denny had a solid outing himself. 6 innings, struck out 6, no walks, and only 1 run. Willie Hernandez, big loss there. So it's 1-0 for Medina in the series. We're going to go ahead and back out, back in, see if we have a Game 2 sim. See if San Dimas can tie this series up and force a Game 3. Or will the Maulers complete the sweep? We'll find out here in just a little bit. And reminder to those who missed it earlier on in the stream, next week's format for the This Week in Perfect Team Weekly Showdown is going to be an open gold tourney. Open gold. So that'll be a fun one next week. So anybody can win that tournament, definitely. I mean, we've had an all silver team win an open gold tournament before. So anything can happen in that tourney. Come on, load faster. I know you can do it. Okay, what year is that D-League card from? I don't know. But we do have a Game 2 sim. Let's go ahead and load up the highlight reel. Guys, there is no exclamation point ticket giveaway. Stop it. We pick it up in the top of the first. Roy Halladay on the mound for the Medina Maulers facing Tony Gwynn. Count 1-0. The pitch coming to Tony Gwynn. That one's grounded to short. Hopping on it quickly is Brandon Crawford. One gone. Pick it up top second. Time Travelers have a runner on third with 1 out, with Eric Chavez at the plate. Count 0-1, the pitch. And that one is blasted into center. Should be playable for Averill. He makes the play. Tagging up at third is Lofton. He will come in to score, and the Time Travelers take a 1-0 lead. Bottom 5. The Maulers have been held to 1 hit so far by Oral Hershiser. Earl Averill will lead off here in the bottom of the 5th. The 3-0 pitch, walked in ball 4. Missed with 4 straight pitches, and here's Charles Johnson, the catcher. Count 0-1 the pitch. And that one gets away from the catcher Davis. So runner will advance to second, and the count 1-2 with Averill on second. The pitch swung on and lined into right field for a base hit. Averill coming to third. He will stop there, and runners are on the corners here with nobody out for Brandon Crawford. Here's the first pitch from Hershiser to Crawford. Ground ball to first. Runners will hold. Runner at third will hold. Johnson will go to second, as Mattingly will step on the bag for the first out of the inning. So bottom 5, count 1-0 on Jose Altuve, second and third. Ground ball to second. The runners will hold again. Some great infield defense being played by the Time Travelers this inning, and there's 2 gone. So that'll bring Mike Greenwell to the plate, the count 0-2. The pitch. Swinging a line drive, right field, base hit. And the dam finally breaks on the inning. RBI single for Mike Greenwell, and we are tied at 1. And here's Derek Lee. The count 0-2, the pitch coming from Hershiser. Swinging a ground ball. Softly to third. The throw to first in time from Eric Chavez. And we head now to the bottom of the 6th. Still tied at 1. Bonds on first with nobody out for Larry Doyle, the DH. The 1-1 from Hershiser. Now it's popped up. On the infield, who wants it? It'll be the second baseman Richardson making the play. 1 gone. And they get nothing in the inning. And we head to the top of the 7th. Kenny Lofton at the plate facing Roy Halladay. Full count. Swinging a drive. Way back into left center field. Ball go far for Kenny Lofton. And the San Diego Time Travelers have taken a 2-1 lead. 404 feet on the home run by Kenny Lofton. We had the bottom of the 7th. Jose Altuve at the plate. Nobody on and 2 outs. The 1-0 pitch coming from Mike Marshall. That one's popped up. Foul ground, first base side. It'll be the first baseman, Don Mattingly, making the play to retire the side. Head to the top of the 8th. Time Travelers have Richardson on third with 2 outs facing Hershiser. Paul Warner at the plate. The count 3-1. And that one's lined into right field for a base hit. Beating the outfield shift is Warner. And that'll be an RBI double for the Time Travelers DH. So it's 3-1 Time Travelers. We now move ahead to the top of the 9th. Still 3-1. Darren Erstad at the plate for the Time Travelers, facing Willie Hernandez. Count 1-0, the pitch. That one's lined into left field. That's a base hit. So a leadoff single, and that brings Kenny Lofton to the plate. The count 2-1, the pitch from Hernandez, and that one is driven again! Kenny Lofton gets a hold of another one! Ball! Go! 4! 5-1 the score! Double! Dinger! Day! For Kenny Lofton! And we head to the bottom of the 9th. Runner on first with 2 outs. Count 1-1 from Shantz to Johnson. Ground ball to short. Throw to first from Smith in time. And the San Diego Time Travelers have tied this series at 1. Thanks in part to 2 home runs from Kenny Lofton. Wow. So we will have a winner-take-all Game 3 tonight between the San Diego Time Travelers and the Medina Maulers. Man. And Kenny Lofton, he had 3 hits in this game, too. For a dude that's hitting, 222 in this tournament? Coming into this game, the dude was only hitting 130. He just doubled his hit output for the entire tourney in this game alone. Holy cow. Holy cow. All right. So we have a Game 3. Let's back out, back in, see if we got a sim. What a game. Who knew that Kenny Lofton could hit 2 home runs in a game? That is absolutely incredible. All right, we have a sim. We have a sim. People say to check the bat. Funny. Oh, man. Oh, man. Trevor Bauer must be chucking him over the wall. That's funny, Rybel. That's funny. Don't think he ever hit 2 homers in a game in his life, huh? That's awesome. That's something, man. All right, just waiting for the sim to load again. Come on, I know you can do it. All right, let's load up this final game between the Medina Maulers and the San Diego Time Travelers. This should be a fun one. We've had 2 very different games so far. I look forward to a absolutely spectacular Game 3. Here we go. Jack McDowell on the mound for the Time Travelers. Jose Altuve leading off for the Maulers. First pitch of the game coming up from McDowell. And that one's grounded to short. The throw from Ozzie Smith in time for the first out of the ball game. Bottom first, Time Travelers at the plate. Have Ozzie Smith on first, Tony Gwynn at the plate. 2-2 coming from Mike Cuellar, and that one's grounded down the first baseline. He'll go all the way into the corner. Here comes Smith for third. We'll see if they try to score him. And he will stop at third, and the Time Travelers have the first 2 men on. Second and third with nobody out for Darren Erstad. First pitch from the left-hander. And that one into center field. Playable for Hunter. Tagging up. Coming on home is Smith. The throw cut off. And it's 1-0 Time Travelers on the sac fly. So it's still 1-0 here in the bottom of the second. Eric Chavez at the plate facing Cuellar. The count 1-2. The pitch. That one is blasted into right field. Going back is Bonds to the track. Looks up. It's gone. Ball go far for Eric Chavez. Some lefty on lefty crime. And San Dimas takes a 3-0 lead. 351-foot moonshot from the time traveler's third baseman. And Robin Ventura now at the plate as we head to the top of the fourth. Mahler's at the plate, facing Jack McDowell. Count 2-2 the pitch. And that one is into right center field. That one's fairly deep. Going back, looking up, it's gone! Ball go far for Robin Ventura, and the Maulers are on the board. It's 3-1. 403 feet on that shot by the Maulers' third baseman. And we move ahead now to the top of the seventh. Randy Jones on the mound for the time travelers. Robin Ventura at the plate again. The count 1-2. The pitch coming from the left-hander. And that one's into left field, and that one's going to fall in front of Erstad for a base hit. So the leadoff man on, here's Torrey Hunter. He can hit left-handed pitching. Can he do it here? The pitch. Swinging a fly ball center field. Should be playable for Flood, and it is. One gone here in the seventh. So that'll bring Brandon Crawford to the plate. Lefty on lefty again. The 1-1 from Jones. Ground ball to second. Could be two to short for one. The relay in time. Double play turned by the time travelers to end the inning. And we head to the top of the eighth. Still 3-1. Jones still on the mound. Sherm Lawler coming to the plate for the Maulers. The first pitch from Jones. Line drive, base hit left field. A sharply hit leadoff single for the Maulers catcher. And that brings Jose Altuve to the plate. Count 1-0, the pitch from Jones. And that one's flown into right. Moving in softly is Gwynn to make the play. One gone. So now I'll bring Mike Greenwell to the plate. Count 1-0, the pitch from Jones. Ground ball, base hit right field. Rounding second, heading for third is Lawler. The throw coming from Gwynn is not in time. And now runners on the corners with one out. Derek Lee at the plate. New pitcher on the mound for the time travelers will be Joe Beggs. Has some good movement against right-handed batters. We'll see if that can be of use here. A full count pitch popped up. Center field, but fairly deep. It'll be played by Flood for the out. Tagging up at third and scoring is Lawler, and it's 3-2. And the inning continues for Bobby Bonds. Righty on righty. Count 2-0, the pitch from Beggs. And that one's flown into right field. Coming in is Gwynn. He will make the play, and the side is retired. The Maulers get a run, and they are within one run as we move ahead to the bottom of the eighth. One out, Jose Altuve at the plate for the time travelers. Facing new pitcher Pat Haenken. The pitch, and that one's lined into right center field. That one's downhill, go to the wall. Altuve rounding first, heading for second, and he will slide on in with a leadoff double. Or a one-out double, I should say. Now it's second and third as Mattingly is now on second. With one out, Curt Flood at the plate. Count 3-1, the pitch coming from Hetkin. And that one's lined into left field for a base hit. Some insurance runs for the San Dimas time travelers. RBI single for Curt Flood, and it's 4-2. And we head to the top of the ninth. Willie Hernandez, who had an absolutely disastrous ninth in Game 1 of this series, looking to close it out here in Game number 3. Up 4-2, Robin Ventura at the plate with one out. The count 0-1, the pitch. That one is popped up in the center field just over a jumping Richardson for a base hit. So that brings Torrey Hunter to the plate. He can mash left-handed pitchers. Has 92 power against them. First pitch coming from Hernandez. Runner on first, 1 out. Ground ball, softly to short, gonna be tough. The throw to first, not in time. And an infield single for Torrey Hunter. And now things are getting interesting here in the top of the ninth. Earl Averill will come in to pinch hit for the Maulers. One swing of the bat could give the Maulers the lead here. The count is 0-1. The pitch from Hernandez popped up. On the infield. Huge out here. Catch made by the third baseman Chavez. 2 gone. 1 out to get. And here's Sherm Lawler. The count is 2-2. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And the San Dimas Time Travelers have pulled off the upset. They have won the This Week in Perfect Team Weekly Showdown. Final score, 4-2. Things got interesting in the ninth, certainly. But Hernandez hangs on to collect his 3rd save of the playoffs and win this week's Twipped Weekly Showdown. Congratulations to the San Dimas Time Travelers. You have just won Special Edition starting pitcher Mike Cuellar from the Baltimore Orioles. And the Medina Maulers, they're not going home empty-handed. They have won Solly Hoffman from the 1910 Chicago Cubs. A wonderfully played series, a masterful series. Could have gone either way. Those are the series I love to see. All right. Well, guys, that is going to do it for tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate y'all being here tonight. I really do enjoy doing this. I will see you on Sunday for the PT Weekly Prep. Perfect Team Weekly Prep, I should say. If you want to follow us here on Twitch, you can hit the heart button down there in the bottom right-hand corner. You'll be notified every time we stream tonight. Every time we stream, anytime, really. And if you want to follow us on Twitter, we are on Twitter at OOTP Developments and at OOTP Perfect Team. And if you want to join our Discord, it's a wonderful place over there. You can go to discord.gg/OOTP. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight, guys. This has been the This Week in Perfect Team Weekly Showdown. I have been Dishnet 34, signing out.